Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2010 Heartland Rural Electric Cooperative Annual Meeting of the members. I'm Harry Oehlert. I'm president of the Heartland Rural Electric Board, and I'm glad to be here to welcome you to this meeting. We'll learn a lot this evening about what's going on today in the electric utility industry and receive some valuable information on how to live more efficiently. Yesterday morning, I turned on the television and found that we have a new health program signed in, that the House signed into law, and they had a speech by Nancy Pelosi. And Nancy said, health care is a right, not a privilege. Well, I didn't particularly want to debate that with her or with anyone else, but it did cause me to ask another question. What about having electric power? Is that a right or a privilege, or is it both? A phrase we've heard often, those of us on the board at least. I believe Mr. Glenn English, our NRECA president, used this phrase. He said, low-cost electric power is no longer a luxury, it's a necessity. Whether it's a necessity or a privilege or a right, we've all come to know how essential it is for the way we live today in this country. Heartland members have a number of rights. A few of them would be, we have the right to receive the service, and we also have the privilege to enjoy it. We have the right to use our electric power at will, but we also have the obligation not to squander it. Here's a quote from the current Heartbeat that you've all received. It didn't tell me who the author of this article was, but it says, another key reason to reduce electricity consumption is controlling peak demand. If you always want to have electricity available, your utility company has to have enough electric generation capacity to meet peak user demand. We have the privilege of using that electric power, but do we have the moral right to waste it? Cheap power, whether it's a right or a privilege, aids the rapid advance of technology. The more technology we enjoy, the more we're able to keep the price of electricity low. One of the new technologies that we're hearing about, Stuart Lowry mentioned it in a recent article that he wrote, is we need to watch for the smart grid to be implemented. What is the smart grid? The computer says the smart grid delivers electricity from suppliers to consumers using two-way digital technology to control appliances at consumers' homes to save energy, to reduce cost, and increase reliability and transparency. As Stuart pointed out, many electric co-ops have already begun implementing some of those requirements for the smart grid. Here at Heartland, we already have the two way digital technology, management now has the obligation to carefully study and implement each phase of this exciting new tool. And if we do it properly, we'll all be able to enjoy those benefits.